Hello, everyone. Welcome to GNU According to CD, that is Government of National Unity. I was having a thought just recently, with the restaurant issue of that young lady, Mihlali. And she was talking about how the Babel restaurant is exploiting the workers and all that stuff. And then I watch Newsroom Africa. I'm getting back to watching news channels recently. I think maybe there's a change with them because for the longest time they were not doing what was supposed to be done, being vanguards of the constitution and constitutional democracy. But anyways, we are not there. I was watching this guy from the EFF, how the EFF thinks the people of South Africa are complete idiots. Not so long ago, these are the same people who were encouraging illegal foreigners to find creative ways of getting into South Africa because they are our brothers and sisters. And the same people whom are making sure that the people of South Africa do not get jobs in restaurants, and now they are coming and talking about, oh, hey, this is wrong. We are going to visit that restaurant and find out what's happening. Hey, we have good relationship with labor court and labor department. Hey, this, hey, that. And I'm like, all of this will not be happening if you guys were not enabling. Because these restaurant owners, they nod their head in excitement when Julius Malema says, I will not let my brother and sister from another country to get hungry. I would rather not be the president of South Africa. And they love it. You know why they love it? Because they know that their businesses are secured from South Africans, that they don't have to hire South Africans. That's and the audacity for me that they would jump first. And yet, all this work that is being done in South Africa today is because of the GNU. Can you imagine if the EFF was part of the GNU? Do you think all of this will be happening? I don't think so. Because they'll be threatening to pull out. They'll be threatening this. They'll be threatening that. They'll be chaotic in provincial legislatures. They'll be chaotic in parliament, as they are chaotic right now in parliament. They'll just be chaotic. But now that a black child of South Africa is under stress because of illegal foreign nationals, and now it turns out allegedly that the owner is not even South African, why am I not surprised? Why am I not surprised? Is he even legal in this country? Now let's talk about the deportations that are taking place. I keep seeing people coming into my comment section say, what about the Asian immigrants? What about the white illegal immigrants? Okay, cool. Illegal immigrant is an illegal immigrant and it ends there. It has no color. As long as you are illegally in somebody else's land, you are illegal irrespective of your race. However, though, why are you asking me this question when you know who those white people that are illegally here? Why don't you whistle blow? Why are you asking me? Because me, I will tell you in my community, the illegal ones, and they so happen to be in my township, living in my township, and doing crap in my township. The white ones are not in my township. The white ones are not the ones that are selling drugs to our children. They are not kidnapping my children and my neighbor's children and my community's children. But if you know, and you know for a fact that this white guy is illegally here in South Africa, why aren't you saying anything about it? Because you are trying to gaslight the people like me who are saying, listen, we want our townships to be cleaned. We want our children protected. We want our country back. And then you want to gaslight me and say, what about the white illegals? Yes, I know they are white illegals. I don't know them. They're not in my community. If they were, trust and believe me, they will be part and parcel of me calling the police and Home Affairs and everybody that is involved with this deportation and say, there's a group of white people that are illegal in my community and this is what they're doing and I will want to see action. So don't gaslight us by saying, what about the white illegals? We know there are white illegals. If you know them, say something. Say something. Call the police on them. Let them be deported. That's dumb whenever we're trying to clean our country. And you're like, do you understand how it sounds like? I don't think you understand how it sounds like. But if you know that they are, then blow the whistle. Blow the whistle. They are there. I know they are there. But they are not in my community. I am concerned about my community. I am going to make sure that my community is cleaned of these people. And they must know that this community, Alfagwa, they must know that. Now, if there are white illegals that are committing crimes and you know of them, report them. I mean, when you know that they're illegal, you report them. Stop coming to our comment sections and say, what about the illegal white people? Yeah, cool. They are there. They're not in my community. They're not bothering me. But no, we will deal with the ones that we know. And we are going to expose the one that we know. And we are going to make sure that the Home Affairs and the police come and collect the ones that we know. The ones that we don't know, we don't. Since you know, then expose them. Go and point them out. Says this one, this one, this one, and that one. It's dumb to come and gaslight my comment section by asking that question. It really is short. It's like you can't think beyond your nose. We all know that there are white illegals. We know that there are illegals that are Indians and there are Pakistanis and Bangladeshis and all of that. We know all of that. So they are not in our community. When you know they're affecting you, then talk, say something, and leave us alone to continue doing this. And those that think they are not going to get arrested, let me assure you, South Africans still want what South Africans want. And what South Africans want, South Africans will get. I saw somebody trying to gaslight me about this one. I think it's a Nigerian in Nigeria or somewhere. And I'm like, yeah, you can say whatever you want. What remains is what we want, we will get. I also saw them questioning a comment that was made by Bill Gates regarding collection of taxes, that Nigeria is bad at collecting taxes versus South Africa. And then there was some kind of statistics that were shown that in 2023-2024, Nigeria collected only $12 billion of taxes in this period, while South Africa collected $115 billion of taxes. And they also did the comparisons of the population with Nigeria with 221 million population, with South Africa 62 million population. And now the Nigerians are looking at our population because, in their mind, they believe that South Africans are lazy, we don't work, we depend on our government feeds us and take care of us, which there is nothing wrong with that because it shows the strength of our government and also how our government cares about its people. As if the Scandinavian countries don't have the same system that South Africa has, where it provides for its citizens that are in a dire strait because their government failed them, and now they're making comparisons. They're like, but no, South Africans are lazy, and they're only 62 million versus 221 million. Yeah, it's quite funny how they dispute the collection of taxes in South Africa. Our economy, it happens to be the largest on the African continent. Nigeria's economy is ranked at number 4. Ranked number 4, but that's besides the point. The point is our systems, they work. Tax collection is part of a system that is working. If you have a system that doesn't work, of course you're going to collect $12 billion in a population of 221 versus $115 billion with a population of 62 million. Why? Because the systems in the 62 million countries,
this comes from the fridge and it was ready to be sold. It's not something that is coming from the storage or it was about to be thrown away. No.
So these debates is kind of like, I don't know, it's just like, it's as good as South Africans are lazy. If South Africans are lazy, well, $115 billion in taxes, that's how much, if you convert it into rand, that's trillions of rands that we are talking about. Trillions, probably 2-3 trillion rand.
I'm not sure if you
that is a lot of money, and that money, guess what it's going to be doing? It's going to improve the quality of life for South Africans, and it's going to take care of its people. whether we are lazy or whatever you call us, Oksalayo, our country takes care of its people, and you're just jealous about it. That's all.
Worse. That's even
That's
worse.
all. We will be at least we are
Sure.
lazy in our own
Yeah.
country.
And I guess
How about
September.
that? At
Nahana
least
Faye.
it's we are lazy
Ah, no, that's
here.
too
We're not
much.
being lazy in
That's
somebody
too
else's
much.
land. They're being nuisance,
No, that's really
being
too much.
parasites and diseases, and everybody just crying about you and trying to get rid of you. We are doing so in our own country. And our government does take care of us. We may have issues with our government, but we are still fixing. We will always hold them accountable just like we hold ourselves accountable as well. So, those of you that think that when you wake up in the morning, you are not going to come across a roadblock and then you're not going to get arrested, you are dreaming, because the GNU is at work and the people of South Africa are supporting the GNU in what they are doing, and eventually you will be deported, whether you like it or not. So you thinking that, oh, now I'm going to duck and dive. Look at all these people. Look at all these people. Look at all these people. They thought exactly like you. And you are going to be frustrated. You are going to be frustrated. South Africa is not going to stop. And the people of South Africa will not stop saying, please, please get them home. All that we know is you are going to be made uncomfortable. Every morning you will wake up, and in the back of your head, you'll be like, will today be the day? Yes, it could be the day. Yes. So please pack your things and go home. Go fix your country. Your country is not going to fix itself. It needs you. It needs your blood. It needs your tears. It needs your sweat. That's what it needs. You need to create commemorations out of yourselves when the government takes you down. The world is not going to stand by and watch your government do things to you. We will stand up. We will send humanitarian help. We will send also human rights organizations and things like that. Your government will not just, do as they please. They will listen to you. But now, how are they going to listen to you when you are running away? That doesn't make sense. Build your country, build your economies. Take whatever skill that you guys think you have and you are bringing it here in South Africa, inverted commas, and use it in rebuilding your country. Why are you taking your skill to somebody else's land? South Africa has the best tertiary institutions in Africa. You can do your research. The best of the best. Not only are the best of the best, but they are beautiful, highly capacitated. No professor, no lecturer, no teacher goes on strike for months on end because they are crying about salary. They are well paid. They got benefits and they're enjoying their jobs here, and making sure also that the information that they impart is an information that is of global standard. That is our universities. Y'all can water them down all you want. It's a fact. It is a fact. And a lot of South Africans, they are high on demand from other countries because of the quality of education that South Africa has. How about that? We are quiet. We say nothing. We are humble. We are humble. And I repeat this: God exalts the humble and disgraces the proud. And we're already seeing that. Who's the proud one and being disgraced? So that is what I wanted to say in this video, because I am seeing a lot of gaslighting coming from South Africans. What about the white illegals? Yeah, cool. Then expose them. It's your duty to expose them. Don't come and tell us what about them. What about them? What about them? Because it's your duty as well to clean your community of them. Anyways, I just thought, let me come and say what's up. Because clearly this gaslighting will not end. It's the so-called Pan-Africanists. They're so bloody irritating. They are very irritating, and nobody takes you out seriously. I don't know if you'll know that. Pan-Africanism will not work in South Africa as long as it's South Africa who is supposed to be the one that bends backward. Why should we bend backwards? Go to Northern Africa. The day I will take Pan-Africanism seriously is when they go to Northern Africa and Islamic states of Africa and then preach this Pan-Africanism. And then indeed the Northern Africans agree and then want to be part and parcel of this Pan-Africanism is the day I will take you seriously. But other than that, you cannot pick and choose who should be your brothers and who should not be your brothers. All these Northern African countries, they're also on the African continent. If they say, no, we don't recognize ourselves as Africans, then what's the whole point of Pan-Africanism? Which part of Africa can you claim to be your land? Why can't you claim Morocco as your land, Egypt as your land, Algeria as your land, Chad as your land, Niger as your land, Mauritania as your land, Tunisia as your land? Why can't you? Ethiopia, why can't you? Why? Because uzala kwehlela ngakhona and you think you are going to dump it down our throats. Sorry. We don't take it serious, just like the Northern Africans don't take Pan-Africanism seriously. Great idea, though. I must give it. Great idea. But unfortunately, the psychology of the Africans on the continent is different. There are those that believe in dictatorship. There are those that believe in lack of accountability. Then there are those that believe in democracy and freedom and the will of the person. Because I will tell you the greatest gift God has ever given to a human being, it's free will. It's free will. And yet, many African countries on the continent take away that very fundamental God's gift, free will. South Africa, it protects, defends, and promotes free will. And how are you then going to promote Pan-Africanism in countries where free will is the enemy of their leadership? No, I am so sorry. Pan-Africanism, not in this lifetime. It's not going to work. You're only making noise in the wind, shouting at the wind. This is the best description. It's like being in a room full of people and you're standing on top of the table and screaming on top of your lungs and nobody's listening. That's Pan-Africanism. Go to Northern Africa, convince those people. Go and occupy stages, stadiums, and preach Pan-Africanism. I want to see something. Other than that, guys, thank you all so much for listening and thank you for watching the ads. I highly appreciate it. And super thanks are indeed turned on. If you want to super thank the channel, I highly appreciate it. I'll see you guys next time in a new video. Goodbye.